Hi and welcome to T10 Info TV SK channel. My name is Syed and here I'm with the exclusive and latest news for Thursday, June 8, 2023. King Salman orders to establish an global cybersecurity forum institute. Custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman has issued a royal decree directing the establishment of a global cybersecurity forum institute. The monarch directed the headquarters. The royal decree stipulated that the GCF Institute must be financially and administratively independent non-profit as well as to have full capacity to achieve its goal and manage its affairs under the supervision of its own board of trustees. The establishment of the GCF Institute aims to strengthen cybersecurity at the global level as well as to enhance global cooperation, the economic and social development in this field and to support international effort related to cybersecurity. Construction work gets underway an ambitious Al Ula mountain resort. Construction work on an ambitious Saudi mountain resort has got underway in Al Ula. Making the announcement, Royal Commission for Al Ula officials said the Sharon Hotel concept and international summit center designed by French architect Jean Nouvel would aim to meet sustainability goal for the building phase and resort operation. The development will be built directly into the rock formation of Sharon Nature Reserve and has been inspired by Al Ula's ancient Nabatean architecture and dramatic desert scape. National Guard launches Women Support Line in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia's Minister of the National Guard Prince Abdullah bin Bandar has launched the Women Support Line project, which is affiliated to the National Family Safety Program under the Ministry of Health Affairs. The project will provide support and empowerment for women around Saudi Arabia and will be conducted through specialized counseling and guidance on the need and challenges that women could face. The specialized counseling team can be contacted throughout the week by calling the number 199022. The project aims to improve family counseling service and facilitate access to their beneficiaries who will be linked with the relevant authorities as when needed. It will also provide the necessary support, care and protection for women, strengthening their ability to face life challenges and difficulties as well as to increase the community awareness level. The project will immediately deal with the emergency case through a direct referral mechanism to the responsible authorities. Saudi Arabia and Oman discuss launching uniform tourist visa joint tourism calendar. Saudi Arabia and Oman discussed the prospect of launching uniform tourist visa and a joint tourism calendar. This topic figured high during the visit of Saudi Minister of Tourism Ahmad Al Khatib to Oman. The visit witnessed the launch of a number of joint tourism initiatives and programs aimed at attracting international tourist citizens and expatriates of the GCC countries. The initiatives, which were discussed by Al Khatib and Oman Minister of Heritage and Tourism Salib Al Mahrouki, included working on launching an unified tourist visa, a number of seasonal trips between the two countries and launching a joint tourism calendar. One of the initiatives focused on activating trade and investment cooperation, especially projects in the tourism sector and supporting entrepreneurs interested in tourism in the two countries. The initiative also included training and developing women cadres in the tourism sector under the umbrella of the Gulf Tourism Strategy 2023 to 2030, which was approved by the leader of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries last December. Riyadh Forum promotes Saudi aesthetic medicine sector. The Aesthetic Medical Forum began on Tuesday in Riyadh to promote aesthetic medicine pioneer in the kingdom as well as the latest technology in the world of beauty and cosmetic treatment. The three-day forum is being held under the patronage of Princess Adwa bint Fahad Al Saud, Ambassador of Global Peace and Goodwill at the Riyadh International Exhibition and Convention Center. The forum brings together prominent organizations and figures in the world of aesthetic medicine. Saudi cabinet backs OPEC Plus agreement to stabilize oil market. Saudi minister backed this week oil agreement between exporting countries and supporting the kingdom's voluntary production cut. Organization of the petroleum exporting countries and allies such as Russia, known as OPEC Plus, announced on Sunday to limit oil output in 2024. Saudi Arabia said it will extend its voluntary cut of 500,000 BPD until the end of December 2024 in coordination with some countries participating in the OPEC Plus agreement. The Saudi Energy Ministry also announced an additional voluntary oil output cut of 1 million barrels per day for July, which could be extended further. This would mean that the kingdom's production became 9 million BPD and its total voluntary cut will be 1.5 million BPD in July. Defending the decision made by the Oil Producer Alliance, Saudi Energy Ministry Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman stressed the need to trust OPEC Plus, which he described as the most effective international organization working to restore market stability. United States Vice President Kamala Harris, Israel needs independent judiciary. US Vice President Kamala Harris said on Tuesday that Israel democracy requires an independent judiciary, wading into controversy over Prime Minister Benjamin's proposed judicial overhaul that has drawn mass protest in Israel. America will continue to stand for the values that have been the bedrock of the US-Israel relationship, which includes continuing to strengthen our democracy, which, as the Israeli ambassador has said, are both built on strong institutions, check and balance, and I will add an independent judiciary, Harris said. Germany plans to build 6 new submarines in $5.2 billion deal with India. Germany on Tuesday pitched for building 6 advanced submarines in India under the government strategy partner model to boost the Indian Navy's undersea strength during talk between India Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and his German counterpart Boris Pistorius. The project called P75 India is one of the biggest Make in India program and is aimed at boosting bilateral defense cooperation with a sharp focus on stronger industrial partnership. UAE to tighten insurance cover for ships flying its flag. The UAE is tightening insurance requirement for vessels registered under its flag according to a government advisory amid growing concern over ships sailing without top tier cover in the event of an oil spill. Ships typically have protection and indemnity insurance which cover liability claims including environmental damage and injury. Separate hull and machinery policies cover vessels against physical damage. About 90% of the world's ocean-going tonnage is covered by the 12 ship insurer that make up international group. P&I insurer outside of the IG that cover UAE flagship will need to meet a number of requirements including providing evidence of membership of a recognized maritime related professional agency or regulatory body, the UAE Ministry of Energy and Infrastructure said in a June 2 advisory posted on its website. Other requirements include providing details of the 5 largest settled claims or details of claims over $10 million, advisory said, adding that application needed to be submitted before June 30.
Over 1,400 migrants are rescued from overcrowded boats off Italy by Coast Guard. More than 1,400 migrants have been rescued from overcrowded vessels, including a sailboat, in 4 separate operations in the Mediterranean Sea of southern Italy, the Italian Coast Guard said Wednesday. There were 47 migrants, including 2 children, in immediate need of medical care aboard the sailboat in distress of the region of Calabria in the tow of the Italian peninsula, a Coast Guard statement said. They were rescued by a Coast Guard motorboat early Tuesday. The statement said the rescue began late Monday night and ended in the early hours of Wednesday in the Ionian Sea of Calabria East Coast. One Coast Guard vessel took on around 590 migrants from aboard a fishing boat and then later brought on around 650 migrants from another fishing boat, the statement said. A Coast Guard motorboat and an Italian border police ship came to the assistance of a fourth vessel with 130 migrants aboard. Pope Francis to undergo intestinal surgery under general anesthesia. Pope Francis is going to the hospital for abdominal surgery Wednesday to treat an intestinal blockage 2 years after he had 33 centimeters of his colon removed because of an inflammation and narrowing of the large intestine. The Vatican said Francis, 86, would be put under general anesthesia for the procedure Wednesday afternoon and would be hospitalized at Rome Gemelli Hospital for several days. Opposition written majority in Kuwait vote, just one woman elected. Opposition lawmakers have nabbed the majority of seats in Kuwait parliament in the Gulf country's third election in the last 3 years. Tuesday's snap election took place amid a long-running political crisis that has seen parliament repeatedly dissolved due to a feud between the government and lawmakers that has hampered fiscal reforms. The new parliament nearly mirrors the one elected last year that had a majority opposition presence, according to the results announced on Wednesday by the official Kuwait news agency. Opposition politicians own 29 of the legislature, 50 seats, and 37 lawmakers retained their seats. What that essentially means in Kuwait is politics are still in deadlock and are not going to move, said Al Jazeera's Rob Matheson, reporting from Kuwait City. Air India sends plane for stranded US-bound passengers in Russia. Air India has sent an aircraft to pick up passengers whose New Delhi to San Francisco flight was diverted to Russia's Far East after their plane developed in trouble, India's aviation minister said. The Boeing 777 plane with 216 passengers and 16 crew on board Tuesday flight had been moved to makeshift accommodation given infrastructure limitation at the remote Magadan airport, the airline said in a statement on Wednesday. Tear gas water cannon fired on protesting Sri Lankan students. Authorities in Sri Lanka have fired tear gas and water cannons on hundreds of students protesting in the capital to demand the release of people arrested during last year's anti-government protest. Pakistan Prime Minister hopeful of IMF deal this month amid escalating crisis. Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif is optimistic the country will be able to finalize a critical loan deal with the International Monetary Fund this month. We are still very hopeful that the IMF program will materialize. Our 9th review by the IMF will match all terms and conditions and hopefully we'll have some good news this month, the 71-year-old leader told the Anadolu agency in an interview on Monday. Air India's ferry flight takes off from Mumbai to take passengers and crew to San Francisco on June 8. Air India's ferry flight from Mumbai to take 216 passengers stranded in Russia onward to San Francisco is now airborne and in leasing round the clock with Indian and Russian authorities after another flight yesterday was diverted following a technical glitch. Our ferry flight AI-195 from Mumbai to Magadan, Russia is now airborne and is expected to arrive at GDX at 6:30 hours 8 June 2023, Air India said in a statement. First India-Sri Lanka Defence Exhibition in Colombo for boosting bilateral relations. The High Commission of India organized the first India-Sri Lanka Defence Seminar and Exhibition in Colombo on June 7 to promote and identify a newer area of cooperation and collaboration between the two countries in the defence sector. The event will witness participate from the Indian defence industry, Sri Lankan entrepreneurs, Sri Lanka Armed Force, Police and Special Task Force, and the High Commission said on Wednesday. China trade tumbles in May, highlighting slowdown of economic recovery. China's exports fell 7.5% from a year earlier in May and imports were down 4.5%, adding to sign that an economic rebound following the end of the antivirus control is slowing as global demand weaker due to the higher interest rate. Exports led to $283.5 billion, reversing from April's unexpectedly strong 8.5% growth. Custom data showed on June 7. Imports fell to $217.7 billion, moderating from the previous month's 7.9% contraction. China global trade plus narrowed by 16.1% to $65.8 billion.
That's all in today's headlines. Thanks for watching. If you want to receive more important headlines around the world, keep watching T10 Info TV SK channel by subscribing and hit the bell icon to receive notification.